You're up.
Hey gamers, it's Broken Couch. When was the last time we played?
I mean, 2 weeks ago was the last stream.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. That was the wrap up.
Time doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't.
I agree.
Time is a
But-
construct.
It doesn't matter when last time was anyway, because the last time that really matters was
God, I don't know when the last time your stream was.
Yeah.
I think it was like dead ass beginning of the year. No,
6
no.
months ago.
Yeah, it was around March, April-ish.
The last day that mattered was
Everything else past that, fuck that shit.
April 4th,
Nice.
2024.
Or
So,
424.
you can just forget about the and it's 12/12/24.
Yeah.
It took a little bit. We took time, but we got here.
8 months and 8 days later.
Nope. But we're back, baby.
Woo!
I mean, you better have stuck around because Afaria was a great season.
Shit was the best I can make it.
But gamers were back for the Far Depths of Wind season 4. You believe that? 4 seasons in 3.5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, I just got a call from the company. We're canceled.
Fuck!
We got canceled.
Damn.
Well, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
All right.
You all timed that perfectly. I just hit go back to camera.
We got renewed.
We got renewed! We just got
I
renewed!
talked to him. We got renewed.
Don't let him fool you. Matt sucked Dan's dick.
Guilty.
Would do it again.
I mean, I don't know
Oh,
why, but I
no.
got, my body had like a visceral reaction when you mentioned the fact that Daniel does have a penis, and it like,
It really
Like-
hit you? Did it
Have you
hit
ever
you?
shown it to you?
I cartoonly did like that thing where pelicans in cartoons, the ball in their neck goes like up as if they're about to throw up, and I,
Okay, so, anyway, Matt,
Yeah.
give us some groundwork.
Oh boy. Okay.
No Adam tonight, by the way.
No Adam tonight. He something came up last minute, so he won't be here tonight. But that's okay.
We killed his character.
If you watched the wrap up from a couple weeks ago, I mentioned at the end that this is going to be a long season, and given my plans for season 5, that's also going to be a very long season. So, but we don't care about season 5 yet. We don't even know what's going to happen there. Season 4.
We don't even know if we're gonna make it.
No.
Maybe not.
So, the Crimson Mayhem company, our fine people here, members of the Slayers Guild run by Jarrus Albridge, owner of the Mariana's Casino in Lindstrom, have throughout the past few seasons uncovered a plot to kill the gods. Not to, as they learned last season, not to overtake them or establish any new gods, but to wipe the slate clean. A very no gods or kings, just men sort of ideology, which had its ironies because the man at the head of this conspiracy was the first king of Lend thousands of years ago, King Aranor, former king, I guess. But he, having come from a previous world, which was destroyed, which you all saw through the eyes of people that Aranor knew, and maybe himself. who can say? And you all fought him, and
Kicked his dick in.
yep, he killed a couple people, but no one in your party before some very clutch moves from the casters and some great endurance from Drac and Kelfor managed to take his sword that he had pulled from his chest and reinsert it into his chest by Ivanoth's hands with the help of Drac, and put him into a sort of death-like state, like a almost vegetative state, or like a stasis. And as you are all exploring the king's library, finding plenty of research and looting his armory, and as well as his daughter's bedroom, you all...
And I do it again.
Ivanoth felt a tremor of magical energy, and upon you all rushing out, you felt traces of Gogo Zan's magic, the king's sort of right-hand man. And with Ivanoth's excellent arcana, he was able to tell that the spell that was cast was a time stop, which was used to remove the sword from Aranor's chest and teleport away with him. So, the king is still out there, Gogo is still out there, as well as Lux, the bard who served as the gatekeeper of this tower, is also still out there and was made immortal by the king.
That's going to be annoying, but we can handle him now.
Well, they left the sword there, which Ivanoth currently has in his possession, and through a use of Identify, you learned that the sword is a weapon crafted by Assassis, the other goddess of death, opposite Byra, and the sword is able to sever immortality. It's like the Mortal Blade from Sekiro. And so you all returned to Lindstrom and did some business, let's say. You
We planned an
assassinated
assassination.
That motherfucker had it coming, okay?
on Baron Tyson Ahmad, with contracting with the help of Jarrus, Lady Luck, the most basically sort of the queen of the underworld in the
Undercity of Lind.
in Lindstrom, yes. And you contracted one of her assassins, and under the cover of a pirate invasion that happened to be happening at the same time, her assassin snuck in, murdered Baron Ahmad, and led his employees away. Some of them returning to families within the city or booking passage out of town, but a few decided to come to the Slayers Guild at Mariana's Casino and seek some refuge there. Those three being, of course, Rhyme, Baron Ahmad's slave, and Bertrand, his butler, and, of course, Monsieur Jacques, his tailor. And then, upon being called by Jarrus, you all went to his office, learned about your destinations, those being 3 concrete and 1 more nebulous. The concrete being Ciala, the northernmost city in the country of Lend, Arteria, a close second for the northernmost, and Ivanov's home, and Heisei, the capital city of Shinwu, a commonwealth of wind. And the more nebulous being that the Blackguard Company, friends of yours, also members of the Slayers Guild, had tracked down one of the mages you were hunting, performing this god-slaying ritual, and were basically hunting them through the countryside, as they said that if they're not able to catch them by the time you guys reach a certain point, they may request for you to come and help pincer attack this mage. And Jairus did give you a sending stone with Melifaro, the captain of the Blackguard Company. I'm not sure who has that at the moment.
What was that?
The sending stone to Melifaro, the captain of the Blackguard Company.
I think it was.
I think it was either Ivanov or Kelfor, I think.
Yeah, I think it might have been Kelfor.
I think it is me. Sorry, there's a lot of fucking shit I have. Holy shit. I still have thermite in my fucking arsenal.
But yeah, they, the Blackgate Company had found this mage around Lyra and are chasing them westward, in between currently Lyra and Avas, the towns there, if you have the map available. But not only that, Mr. Albridge, your benefactor, had a way of saying thank you and sort of investment in the future, not only in the form of a lot of gold each, but also, and right around where we ended this season was the empty Locata, Kelfor's, the ship that Kelfor captained, I suppose, and Nevia was first mate on, was fixed up and upgraded, made bigger, and you were all discussing a name for it. I don't think you ever came to a consensus, but that's okay. Since, I mean, it's kind of been Ship of Theseus. It's, there's a couple parts still there, but making your ship bigger, But yeah, you all took care of stuff. You trying to think of other stuff you guys did in that last session. I don't remember.
I look like gacked.
Yeah. But yeah, you all spent some time in Lindstrom, just relaxing, for one, getting a bit of a break, and also preparing for this longer expedition. Jairus said would probably take several months before you were able to return to Lindstrom. So, we will start on the day of your departure. As you're preparing to leave, is there anything you want to do? Anyone you want to talk to? Because you may not see them or ever again.
I mean, I think I'm good because I basically got everything I needed from the former employees of Baron Ahmad, and sent them on their fair way. And I think Kyle is already in where Drax's friend is, so...
Yep, Kyle has, in the few months that have passed since you saw him last, he has sent a letter saying that he made it to Amryn safely, and has met with Gamlen, and the two hit it off immediately.
Amazing.
Did we? In the time that we passed, I don't remember this, Matt. So like, apologies. How expensive was it to upgrade like the Haymaker or anything like that?
Question. I believe you may have commissioned the Haymaker. How much gold do you have right now?
35,000.
35. Okay, then you probably haven't paid for it.
Yeah.
I believe.
I wonder how much money Emmy has.
Should have a
for the
lot.
next upgrade, I think it was around 10 or 12,000 for the next damage upgrade.
And that would take it from a D8 to a D10, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Or I believe it was something like 8,000 for the damage and 12,000 if you wanted to add a fourth charge to it as well.
Yes, you're right. Cool. I think that is what I did in the end.
Yeah,
So,
I think so.
So I have 4 charges for my Haymaker to make it very, very fun.
It is D10.
It is a D10, and the 4 still stays as a D10, right?
Yes.
Cool. Sweet. And that was 20,000?
12,000.
Yikes. I'll take that away from me.
To your damage there. So
Yeah, so I'm at 23,000.
still plenty of gold though.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna save on that gold for a thing. Also,
You'll be traveling a lot. You want some spending money.
I think I sent some gold to Engelmeyer,
Yes, you did.
and I think I never said how much, but I am gonna go ahead and say I sent 10,000 gold.
Okay.
Jeez.
So you have 12,000 left.
Yeah, I'll have 12,000 or 13,340. But I did go through some ways to where it could be tracked to me.
Yeah, you have your means and plenty of connections, especially in Lindstrom, where you can move money places silently.
Yippee! All right, and that is all I have done. Other than that, I would do my obvious what's it called? Obvious Euro run. Make sure Yosef's okay. And other than that, I don't think I'd have anything.
Yep. And prior to leaving, nearing your last day, you did have that conversation with Captain Rallis, which we did in season 5 last.
Yeah, we wanted
So
to get together for a potluck.
Yep. And he was thinking about taking the family on a vacation to Sierra, so you gave him some travel tips. But yeah, Ivanov, is there anything you wanted to do? You said you were good.
I think I'm good. I accounted for all of my upgrades to the staff.
Yeah.
And sending my letter to my mother, along with
Right, yes.
along with the amount of gold. I can't remember how much, but I remember I sent.
Yes.
Otherwise, I think I'm good.
Cool. Emmy, is there anything you want to do? Anyone you want to speak to before you head out?
Emmy?
Emmy?
She's dead.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm not. Stop. I was trying to be real sneaky and heat up my dinner, but the microwave wouldn't shut up. Ivanov, you don't have what is it called? Message or sending?
Sending. I
Sending.
have sending.
Sending is the full distance, and which Ivanov has, yeah.
Is there someone you're wanting to send a message to?
Matt, do you have it written down whether or not um, Lucian responded when Emmy said that she was going to go kill a god.
Oh yeah.
Did. But
Because I do not have it.
I believe the main meat of his statement was that he had left his home in the Endless Sands again and was making his way back to Lend. So.
All right. I have not.
Mm-hmm.
And Emmy is gonna grab your hand and like move your hand into a telephone shape, and be like, "Can you make a call real quick?"
You don't have to hold my hand to make it into a Y shape to do that. I don't know what this is supposed to mean, but if you want to send a
Making
sending,
call.
if you want to send a sending, I can.
Yeah.
What you could, you don't. What this doesn't mean a call. You just. Okay. Who do you want to send to?
I don't think she understands, but
It's a connected line. The other person holds the other end. It's like two cups and a string.
I've never heard of that.
You know that game, two cups and a string?
Never in my life.
you've never heard of that
The
game?
string would just freeze solid in Arteria.
A lot of strings ended up accumulating frost, and then it made the can even colder.
Messed with the connectivity.
Cofor, did you?
I've lost
Did you
a
have-
good friend doing 2 cups and a string.
See, Cofor knows what I'm talking
Get
about.
murdered on the other side
my-
of a cup and string.
My cousin.
It's for sending messages. When us little guys don't have magics.
My cousin once said I did the can and string method, and he cut his ear off doing so.
One time my
It's
cousin
incredible.
didn't understand that one time my cousin, instead of getting a cup, attached the string to a loaded gun.
Is this a cup?
Can't hear ya.
He went persona and then pulled the trigger.
Fucking kill me.
Who do you want to send to?
Quickly. Lucian.
Okay.
Are you sure you want
How
to
many
talk
words
to
do
him?
I have?
25. And I can do multiple, so if you really need it.
No.
Spoilers. You
It's
won't be
okay.
getting
Just-
in combat in the day that you leave this in.
Sick. Alright, and he's gonna like pretend to type in a phone number, like boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. He lives far away. Boop 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 boop.
Is that
Area
part of the
codes, yeah.
25?
25.
Is that part
Yeah,
of
the
the
area
25
code's
words?
really fun. Oh god, no, I do so
Boop,
many.
boop, 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 boop,
Yeah,
boop, boop,
Lucian's
boop,
like,
boop,
am I having a seizure?
boop. You have 4
Okay.
more words.
Swim and fucking
It's only
Morse
$2.
code.
It's $2 for the first minute, and then it's $10 for every additional minute. So make it quick.
Jesus Christ! Jesus fucking Christ! Okay, first word. Problem. It's Emmy, by the way. Problem. Alright, that's 6.
That's 7.
7.
Okay, problem. It's Emmy, by the way. No, that's 5. No, 6. That's 6.
And then you said problem again.
Right?
You said
Yeah,
problem
you said
again.
Yeah, problem. Yes, that's 6. Alright, 6. God got away. That's 9.
That's 10.
We're at 10.
No, it's at 9.
No,
You
it's
s-
10.
No,
It's
you
10.
you said problem. It's Emmy. By the way, problem. God got
Oh,
away. So that is 10 words.
Yeah, 10. Things are about to get funky.
Boy.
No.
That's 16,
Yes.
right? That's
Yes.
16.
We're counting for you. We got you back. We got your back.
16. Thank you. I imagine Kelfor is standing there with his paw hands, and Emmy's
yeah.
like got math equations in her head. Okay. Oh fuck.
No. What
He-
the frick is it?
Oh god, I'm wondering if Emmy can like put into words what the king looks like.
Fuck boy. Sorry. Big
Very
fuck boy.
handsome, very handsome god. Good with words.
2 left.
Stay woke.
Fuck you.
Good.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Always end the message to
Alright.
Lucian with "fuck you."
It's always just
Yeah.
signing off.
Yeah.
You need
And then
to.
Emmy's gonna keep Ivanov's hand still up to her ear while she waits.
You need to learn a bit in the proficiency of statecraft, dear Emmy. You could have saved.
of
You
who
could have
craft?
saved. You could have saved a lot of words there. I feel.
How?
You said problem twice.
You did.
I
You
feel
did.
like
Here's the thing. You did. You said problem twice, and you said it's Emmy. By the way, they hear the message in your voice.
Or you could just say it's Emmy.
or you
Or
could
if
just
you really
say
wanted to
Emmy
clarify, you
here.
could just say Emmy here.
Yeah.
Well, I said problem because, guys, this, I don't know if you know, but this is a really big problem.
We're aware
I mean-
it's a problem. You
Emmy,
can just
you
say
also
it
have to
once.
remember, I have thermite.
Yeah.
We can solve almost anything.
We're going to fell an immortal man by using thermite.
Oh, he won't be felled. He's just gonna feel it for a while.
Oh man,
Very
it's
fair.
gonna hurt.
I've never killed an immortal person before, but I feel like, if you do it once, it's not that hard to do it again. It's like riding a bike.
Lucian responds.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, thank God.
I got you, Matt. I got you,
Here, I'll
Matt.
put,
I don't need it.
You know? That's the best.
Say, what?
End statement.
Fuck you.
What? Fuck you.
What'd he
use
say?
3 words.
Yeah, you could just use one word if you really wanted to.
What did he say?
He said, fuck me.
Yeah, he
Fuck
said.
you.
He said, and I quote.
Fuck you.
He just said, and I quote. What? Fuck you.
Hmm. I
Fine.
don't know.
I don't care if he gets exploded by a hand. I don't care if he gets exploded by a handsome deity. That's his garbage. Mom's
mean-
gonna be pissed.
Also, Aranor did make it very clear he is not a god or a deity.
He's just an
a
immortal
He's
little
just
dude.
immortal.
man. Yeah.
No, that's why. The Emmy says it out of spite because he is a walking contradiction. So Emmy refers to him as, I mean, I have it written down that Emmy has called him to his face. Yeah, I have it written down that Emmy says to him, she doesn't call him the king. She calls him, the faulty god.
The faulty god.
Jesus.
God.
Faulty dog.
The faulty dog.
He does not have that dog in him.
They euthanize the dog in him. Yeah. Anything else you wanted to do, Emmy?
I still gotta figure out how to work my new Beyblade. But
You
I
have a
don't think
Beyblade?
anybody can help me with that right now. Yeah, my Beyblade.
Chakram.
Oh,
My Beyblade.
I used to throw those.
It's like it. You guys probably didn't have Beyblade. I didn't have a Beyblade, but I knew people near the temple far away, the children that would play and tell ghost stories about me. They had Beyblades. They're just tops that you spin
Have a
really,
little
really
string.
fast, and they're
Well, this
yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
This
Yeah.
is this is not a top. This is more akin to a boomerang.
Yeah, that's more akin to a very sharp boomerang. When you throw it, it's going to hurt someone.
And come back,
Yeah.
so be sure to catch
I don't
it.
know how.
You have to be very careful if you're going
Yeah,
to use
that's-
it.
Yeah, that's also the problem. I think I need glasses.
Do we need to buy some glasses before we head out?
Oh no, that's a hole. That's a hole. I have that thing where like my corneas are tall. You know what I'm talking about? I got pointy eyes.
So
My eyes
So
are
no.
my eyes are PS1 graphics. Help.
You guys know what I'm
Or
talking
like
about. Where like you're
PS1 Lara Croft's boobs.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So we're gonna.
Emmy doesn't really have anything else. I mean, she wants to learn how to use her new chakra.
We'll have time when we're on the ship.
Just gotta be careful.
Oh
when you
God! If I
throw.
throw it off the side of the boat, my mom's gonna be so
I
mad.
have
And let-
mage hand.
We also, it does come back as it heads up.
Yeah.
So, unless you also
Well,
fall
yeah,
off the
but-
ship when you throw it,
That's
should
what
go back to you.
Kelfor, what about if I throw it? What if I throw it, and then it comes back up through the ship, and then I put a hole through your ship?
I would be surprised if it could do
Yeah.
that.
I don't think
Actually,
it's that stupid.
Yeah, you didn't think about that. You didn't think about
Oh,
that.
no.
Just like how you guys didn't think how big of a problem this was for two problems. in
Okay,
a
so we're
sentence.
gonna get on the road anytime soon, or
I'm ready to go. I got the ship ready. Just make sure when you throw that thing, you don't throw it around the ropes.
yes, please do not
Just
throw
don't
it
throw
around
it down.
the- Don't throw it at the rope. Don't throw it at the tops.
Yeah. I got it. Hopper looks to Kelfor and he winks, insinuating to Kelfor that he will not let her get the chakram out on the boat.
Honestly, that is probably a better idea. Good. Alright. I think we're all ready to head out.
Ready when you are.
So, you guys will be leaving the city from the north exit and walking up through the land, through the Great Weld and the woodlands, until you reach either of Voss or Lyra, depending on if the Blackgate Company needs you or not. And then from either of those port towns, you will be the empty locata, new title pending, will be moved to there, and you will sail out from there. But
Okay.
the first leg of this will be.
I wonder what the empty locata tells us.
It's my ship.
It's a ship.
That's the name of a ship.
Wow.
It's the empty locator.
Oh. Man. Guys, we gotta fix that.
I'm still.
wasn't the
I'm
name of the
trying.
ship. It was just
I'll
the name of the
work-
ship
I'll-
of whenever I got it.
I'll workshop it.
Alright. We
I
can
got some
name
pretty good baby names.
ba-
Got some
baby
pretty good
names.
baby names.
Could name it the Red Hot.
The Red Hot.
Yes.
Do you want to name it Mike and Ike?
Oh. Unironically, I think Emmy's favorite candy would be Mike and Ike because of just how infuriating that is for a child to say that's their favorite candy. It's like, yeah, I like the nice candle wax candy.
While we're on the ship, we'll decide a name.
Yeah. Get a feel for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
We'll let the
people...
ship pick the name.
Exactly. Depending on the situations we get in, we can maybe get its name from that.
It's like how people let their cats pick their names by writing a bunch of names on a piece of paper and throwing it up and letting the cat pick it.
So, are we trying to say we're letting Kelfor pick it? Or...
No, we're gonna let the ship pick it.
We're going to put barrels with names on them and see which one the ship hits.
Each of us are gonna stand on north, south, east, and west, and we're gonna say a name, and whichever way the wind blows the ship.
We'll see how that works out when we get to the ship.
Got it.
All right. So you all set off. You're provided with a wagon to carry all your goods and help make travel a bit easier and keep you shaded in the summer sun.
Did we ever decide which city we're going to first, by the way? I'm assuming it was Lyra.
Lyra's the most likely. But you, depending on where the Blackgate Company are, it could be Avos, but you're not sure yet. But with that knowledge, you guys decide to go sort of northeast, where you'll go around the eastern side of that big lake. So you're kind of in between the two of them if you need to pivot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you all travel. It's right at the peak of summer right now. So as you get away from the sea breeze on the coast along Lindstrom, it just starts to get hotter and hotter and hotter. And thankfully, while you're, for the first week or so of traveling, you are in these open plains around Lynn. And you, at the very least, have a nice wind going to help keep you cool and air out the wagon. However, as you get into the Great Weld, the forest, it thankfully cools down more thanks to the canopy, but it is a lot more humid. There's a lot more water around here, so a lot more moisture in the air, and a lot less wind because of the trees. And so during these first, I'd say, 2 weeks of travel, is there anything that you guys will be actively doing, or are you just surviving right now? You have plenty of food rations as well, I should say.
I was gonna say, is there anything that would be helpful to do on our way?
Well, I mean, you have notes that you've been taking, things that you're aware of for sure, so you can, like, catch up on those, read through them, see if you can find anything. You could just prepare things, get ready. You can just enjoy the view.
Gotcha.
Cool yourself off as much as possible.
Kelfor's gonna be laying directly into the sunlight.
Just like a cat.
Yeah.
Like a real fucking cat.
Yep. I'm having a great time. This is like my peak where I'm meant to be.
Yeah. Yeah, Nevia, on the other hand, being a Goliath who naturally have cold resistances and not heat resistance, is like you know the guy in the
sauna?
picture of the guy in the sauna.
It's hot. I feel like an empty Capri Sun.
A Capri Sun.
Yep. A Capri Sun. My lips are dry. My eyes are dry.
I'm just saying, this has been one of the most relaxing rides we've had in a while.
Meanwhile, Emmy's like,
Not too used to sea travel, but it is kind of nice.
Oh, I thought we were on land still.
You are on.
no,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's hot.
I'd probably be sweltering a little bit.
It's hot. I would throw up, but there's no liquid. I don't sweat. Oh,
Why don't you sweat? Do you just not have sweat glands?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
oh.
Cause I'm
Yeah.
I'm this. And she just kind of holds her hands out. She's just like, I'm this. So I don't have sweat glands. I think bug people don't have them.
We take dust baths.
I thought you called them dust bags.
That I thought you did too, and I was about to be a little sad.
Dust baths.
Yeah. Emmy would love a dust bath. I don't think she's ever had one, but yeah. Emmy keeps doing that thing that little kids do when they're thirsty. She just keeps going like. It's just
I'm
like,
pretty sure we have water if you really
guys do
need
have
water.
plenty of supplies.
Yeah,
You have
it's just
plenty of
not-
water
Doesn't matter how much hydration you throw at that kid, she's gonna do it.
no.
Emmy drinks like a little boy at a t-ball practice.
Both hands.
Yeah, exactly. She stops walking to hold the canteen to her mouth. She forces Hopper's eyelids open and drops water into his mouth or into his eyes because he's getting crispy.
Yeah. Hopper's not having a great time.
Girl me.
Also, Kelfor would help Emmy if Emmy's willing to practice throwing the chakram.
No.
Because at least if you throw it at me, I can catch it, if need be. If I don't take any damage.
You want to do this when it's hot outside?
I mean,
This one is-
when's a better time to learn? Whenever we are not, fighting.
Well, a better time would be when I'm at my peak performance.
True, but you can't always be at your peak, and you always need to be ready.
Alright.
Emmy gets on her knees and pries Hopper's mouth open, gets halfway in, down to her waist. She starts pulling stuff out to try to find it. There's a accordion, bunch of bones, teeth, a bunch of those toys that I stole from the king's daughter, loaf of monkey bread.
Is there that cat, that paper cat?
Paper cat.
Yeah.
Matt was supposed to tell me if he can survive in tummy or not.
I would say yes, since it doesn't need to breathe. However, the problem would be if it wants to or not.
I don't want to
I think
live
you mentioned-
anymore.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that it can stay in Hopper.
Yeah, but it doesn't like to.
She comes out, does that little cat shake that they do where they stretch and wiggle around. And then in an action of trying to take Kelfor by surprise, she will just launch the chakram at him.
Roll an attack roll, I guess?
Yeah, an attack roll. It'll be your dexterity, not proficient in this.
Would
unless
it be an advantage because I'm doing it by surprise?
Sure.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that would count.
Yeah, get fucked.
Actually, can Kelfor be surprised?
I can. That's I don't have the alert feat.
Gotcha. Okay, I was wanting to make sure.
That's what's Emmy's cute. Alright. Come on, character sheet. Just double checking. Emmy is level what?
We're level 8.
Yep, we're 8.
Dexterity plus 2 plus that. I got a 15.
That won't do it.
Can I spin a reaction? Not a react. Well, it has to hit me, right, to do it.
Yeah, that's what you do.
It doesn't even
Okay.
hit you.
It takes your hat or an item that you're wearing off.
I just see it fly past me and just go. Oh, are we starting already? Oh, okay.
Emmy's like, I'm so sorry. I thought you were gonna catch it.
It wasn't close. I wasn't paying attention.
You didn't throw it at me, dear. Just
Yeah,
You feel
I'm
like
imagining.
kinda near me.
I'm just imagining it's like the thing where you throw, but you accidentally spike it into the ground.
yeah, exactly. He's
I'm
like,
just
oh
going-
wow.
We're getting
I
there.
mean, it gets some decent air. It's just not really close to Kelfor.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, you know, if you're not trained to throw a frisbee, you just like you can get good air on it, but it just kind of goes. So yeah, you. You both train on that a bit each day, and luckily with the forest, it's a little bit easier to train since Emmy can practice throwing at trees and stuff, and not at Kelfor. So she can get her aim down a bit better. But as you guys are nearing, if you have the map available, nearing sort of where the mountains start, which is the pink strip. Pink as mountains. And as you're sort of nearing that, you all stop to set up camp for the night, and you think probably a solid idea to contact Melifaro, see where they're at, since you're kind of reaching the fork in the road. So who will make contact with him using the sending stone?
I guess I could, since I'm holding it.
Yeah.
Hey, Melifaro.
Sending stone's freely messaging, so isn't it?
Oh, okay. I'll
Like,
just.
it would theoretically have the limit, but it's infinite use, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's just direct line to one person.
I'm gonna send it in Morse code then. No. I'll go ahead and just be like, "Hey, Melifaro.
Or can read Morse code.
Yeah. We're getting towards you guys between Evas and Lyra. So just wanted to get an update to see where you guys are at."
Responds, We've been running circles around this guy. He's been running circles around us, I suppose, but we're currently up in the mountains by Lyra, so probably a better idea just to head that way.
Well, we're pretty near the mountains. Can you jump through me? I might be able to see you.
Put your hand up. Tell him to raise his hand, Kelport.
Yeah, raise your hand.
You know, I don't have like a key for scale, but this mountain range that you guys are like just getting to the start of is is roughly like 400 miles long.
Kelport, tell him to wave his hand, not just raise his
See ya.
hand. Tell him to wave it.
Yeah, I don't see either, so we'll probably have to head in. How... Is this thing on?
Did he raise his hand?
He
Man?
did. I couldn't see him.
God damn it. Too far.
Yeah. How far in the mountains are you? Is there like a certain like milestone in the mountains where we should meet, or a place that you think we can possibly cut them off?
It's tough to say right now. We're up in the mountains near the coast, so I would say for the time being just head toward the city of Lyra proper, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
We'll try to chase them back down the mountain, but this thing has a lot of stamina.
Oh, so he just doesn't stop. He's not fast?
He's pretty fast, but really, we've just been trying to keep it from getting to the coast, hoping it doesn't have any escape routes by that way.
Okay. We'll probably go ahead then. We're gonna take camp for now, but we'll probably head into the mountains. And just to make sure they're good, we should probably contact each other. I would say possibly every 6 hours, so 4 times a day.
Sounds good.
Alright. Also, how are you guys doing? You know, we haven't seen each other in a while. You know, tried to kill a god, it didn't go well.
Yeah, I heard about that. We're, well, better than a lot of the others, but Lyra isn't exactly any of our scene. And, this mage, I don't know what it's made out of. It's exhausting us, that's for damn sure.
Maybe that's its goal.
I don't know. It hasn't really tried attacking us too much, so we're not even sure what school it is. Unfortunately,
well, we know it's
we don't
not.
have a mage on hand, so we can't run tests on any of the ritual sites we found either.
We know it's not enchantment, divination, illusion, evocation, evoker, or transmutation. So it either has to be abjuration, conjuration, animancy, or necromancy. And
the necromancy I'm not too sure of.
I don't think it'd be necromancy, right?
No, necromancy has made it pretty clear they're amassing an army.
Yeah.
I think we'd have easier time finding clues on all things considered.
And also he has referred to it as either he or them or it, and you do know that the necromancer is a woman.
Cool. So it seems to me it could either be abjuration. You said whenever you hit it, it seems like your stuff was flying off.
Yeah, it's hard to land a blow on this thing.
I would be willing to...
Arati's.
Abjuration?
I'd be willing to bet that's abjuration.
don't do much to it.
Well, just know abjuration seems like a high possibility, but it's definitely the ones that you can count out 100% is illusion, enchantment, divination, evocation, evoker, transmutation, and necromancy. Those are out. Still be careful though, because I don't know how these magic people work, but they suck.
It's at the moment, I think this thing's just hiding in the mountains to keep us off its trail. It's just trying to outlast us, make us exhausted, so we can't go after it. So we're sure looking forward to your backup.
Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and keep watch of our camp tonight, but we'll contact you again in 6 hours, and we'll keep you updated on our travel to you, and see if maybe we can adjust it to where we can pincer.
Sounds good. Talk to you in the morning.
Alright, love you, bye. Oh, fuck.
Didn't even hesitate to bye.
He's fucking tired.
That's okay, Kelford. That happens to me too sometimes.
Yeah, you guys set up camp and cook up dinner and set up your normal stuff. Drac and Ares and Nevi all go hunting for some game around, and you guys all cook up your dinner. And second, as you are all sitting at camp, you make everyone make a perception check.
Don't tell me you rolled in that one. Thank God it's the opposite.
All right.
That's gonna be a total of 34.
Yep.
Let's minus plus
You mean got a
0.
14?
14.
I got a 9.
9. Okay.
I'm a little distracted.
Holy fuck.
Drac also got a nat 20.
Damn!
Let's go, Drac. We're so
Ares
observant
got
right now.
5.
Let's go, Nevia.
You and Drake do so much shit.
So as you're all sitting around eating dinner, Kelfor, Drac, and Nevia all hear something, and you guys have been traveling through these woods for about a week now, and you have gotten accustomed to the sounds of the forest. You know, you know what animals sound like,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what animals don't sound like, and you hear some shifting that is not animal off outside the light of the fire, and it seems to be approaching you.
I'm going to go ahead. Who's all with the camp with us right now?
Everyone's at the camp.
Everyone's at camp. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the tanks, the 3 tanks.
Yep.
And do the, and I quote, pass without a trace. I'm gonna cast it. Who else wants to start sneaking?
Can
'Cause,
maybe since she didn't perceive super well.
You can make it aware to the rest of the people.
I would let you guys know.
Yeah. So you're made aware that there is a presence approaching you guys that is not.
Do you want me to come with?
Straight up, Emmy is in tree.
I mean, I could probably just go by myself.
Well, don't go alone.
Yeah.
So,
I would take Ivanov and Emmy, and possibly Nevia.
Drac, make
And-
sure the fire doesn't go out.
And that will use 2
Beautiful.
key points for casting that spell.
Drac is
Yeah.
just staring at the fire, not blinking.
So
when it starts to go down, he just goes.
Yeah, he's like, don't. He just is like, don't.
Yeah. As you two are made aware of this presence, Ivanov, roll an Arcana check, and Emmy, roll a Nature check.
22.
22.
can I also, with a nat 20, know if that thing knows we're here or like can locate us with my perception?
You would know, yeah.
Okay.
It's knowingly walking toward you, like toward the fire, you know.
Cool. When is the last time that we contacted Milfaro?
It's been probably about 4 hours now.
Okay, cool. All right, you guys go ahead and do your check. Sorry, I just wanted to confirm some things.
What kind of check is it again?
Nature.
Oh,
And then James or Ivanov's is Arcana, I think.
I got it.
22 in that.
Emmy got a dirty. Wait. Oh, sorry, it was a 19. I thought it was a dirty 20.
Still good.
I got excited.
So, as you two are made aware of this presence, Ivanov, you clock magic coming from it. It's not magic in the way that a wizard is. It is like a sorcerer kind of magic, like an innate magic. Like this is a magical being.
Mm.
It's magical because it exists.
Right. Its existence is magical. It is not like necessarily a spellcaster.
Does it feel like a creature or does it feel like a human?
Emmy, as you were made aware of this, with your connection to woodlands and nature, you are listening to the tracks, and you are well aware of what animals sound like. I mean, you spent your entire life
Oh, yeah.
in a swamp
Oh,
forest.
yeah. I know every bird.
And
Every
as you're
bird.
listening, it sounds like a in between a person and a creature. It's walking. It sounds like it has the gait of a person. Like it sounds like it's bipedal. It sounds like it's knowingly moving towards
It's
you.
knowingly, it's intelligently making its steps. Can Emmy
Yeah.
infer if it is like, because some might say that Kelfor, being a cat person, and to some rude people, he might be considered a creature because he's not human.
So it does sound a bit like kind of how Kelfor walks, where
I've
you
got
can
another
feel
question.
Sort of the lightness of its movement.
I've got another
or-
question.
Yeah.
Am I sure it's sorcery or is it druidic?
Oh, that's a really good
You-
question.
What you're able to clock is that it is innate within itself, and there is a natural air about it. You wouldn't say necessarily that this is a druid, like maybe a wild-shaped druid or something like that.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, but there is a you can feel sort of the nature coming off of them.
Emmy's mind would go to like lycanthrope or something metamorphosizing. That's where her brain would go, since it's in between a person and a creature. She would assume it's some sort of metamorphosis happening.
As they're like trying to study what's coming towards us, since I use Path Without a Trace, if anyone wants to join me, I'm going to be sneaking up in the trees.
Emmy's already in the trees, so she'll join you.
You had, if you want
Amy...
the bonus of +10 to your stealth, you had to stay within 30 feet of me.
I'm gonna be as near you as possible, and I rolled a 24.
Okay, I'm going. Should we roll stealth or hold off?
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth.
Do all of us roll for that?
31.
31. Okay.
Yes,
no.
we would all roll, and you add your stealth, but you also add +10.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good.
I rolled an 11.
I rolled a natural 1, so +10 plus.
It's a nat 1.
It is a nat 1, but
+10 +2, so that's
13 total.
Yeah, 13. I'm sorry, guys. I beefed it.
You Sigma fucking beefed it.
Fucking Sigma beefed
Yeah,
it.
literally. Emmy falls directly out of the tree.
I saw
like,
that on my phone today and started laughing again.
I don't know what you guys are referencing.
Well, we'll tell
Somebody
you
send it
after.
to me later.
yeah, we'll tell you after. But we so yeah, you guys are going through. Ivanhoth, are you staying on the ground or are you getting in the trees too?
I'm staying on the ground.
Cool.
I'm literally just gonna be like an actual fucking predator cat, where I'm just ready to pounce if need be.
So, as you guys are climbing the trees, you do see through the canopy. It is a full moon. And so, as you're going, you are approaching this being. You can feel it close by, and as you approach, Emmy, a branch catches your foot as you're moving.
Oh, God.
And you tumble out of the tree and
Just leave me.
land on the ground.
I get my gun out and just get ready to put Emmy down. Like, sorry.
Yeah,
Actually,
legitimately.
You know what?
Do it.
I have a question, Matt.
Just do it. Kelfar, just do it.
Silvery barbs. I know I can't cast it to make someone reroll. I've figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
Or not at advantage, rather. Could I cast it on myself to roll at disadvantage and give Emmy advantage on her stealth?
You can also roll it, hit me with it. I have a +20 modifier.
That's fair.
Let's see.
I will probably be fine.
Unless you roll on that one.
Ability check or saving throw. Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, so both of you roll again.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Do not!
No, it was just a 19, so it's still 31.
Okay.
Cool.
So
I got to re-roll, right?
yes, you re-roll and you take the higher
Alright.
result. So don't roll in that one
Awesome.
again, please.
I got
Fucking-
16 plus 10 plus 2, so 28.
Much better.
Okay. Thank you, Ivan. I almost ate it shit.
I'm not letting anything hurt you. Not in the woods again.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Your weird fucked up brother stabbed you.
Wait, yeah, is this gonna be our weird fucked up brother again?
Sorry. God, sorry.
So, as
Thanks for not letting me eat it shit, guys.
Emmy, your foot catches on this branch, And Ivanov, seeing this, you quickly
I just point to
yeah,
Kelfor.
and you see this this silver vine sort of connect the two, to where Kelfor kind of stops for a second, but Emmy is able to catch herself silently. And you all sit and watch and wait as you see this this black form just walking through the forest. It seems to be, from what you can tell, it looks like it may be wearing a hood, and it has a big cloak sort of over it, with sort of fur lining around the neck of the coat. And it seems to be walking with a grace to it. It doesn't seem animal in that way. It kind of reminds you of Oz, the evoker, with the sort of almost fey-like grace in which it moves. And as it gets closer, you can see something above its head, but it's only until it is basically right under or right near you that you see that it has two furry antennae coming out from its head, similar
color?
to Emmy's. They
How
seem to be black.
How big is this creature?
It's very tall.
Mothman!
In the range of 8-ish feet.
Woo! Mothman!
And it's still heading towards our camp, even if we're in the trees.
Mhm.
What?
Can I?
It seems to be attracted to the flame.
God damn it! Should
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a push into the flame.
Could I message you, Kelfor. Should I message it?
I mean, if you message it and it can't speak your language, it doesn't matter, right?
Fair.
I say go ahead for it. I'm gonna go ahead and get out. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for a killing blow.
Stay prepared. We've met 3 moth people so far, so
We've had to almost
One
killed
for
one.
two.
one of them's really great. One of them really sucked. So we're one for one, baby.
I'll get ready to be in attacking position to where I can just jump on and just start beating the shit.
Have we established what Emmy sees? Other than just
It was the same thing, right?
Emmy does have better dark vision than either of you.
I do have dark vision.
Kelfor also has dark vision, but
I do not.
Emmy has
It's okay.
full dark vision.
I
It's
have
okay.
full dark vision.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yes.
How
Yeah,
about you,
care
Ed?
for it.
He's a
Be
kid.
able to see pretty well. You can see it doesn't necessarily appear to be wearing a hood. It may just have an odd head shape.
So
But-
why?
You can see that on the bottom of its cloak, you can see sort of red eye patterns similar to a moth's wings.
Moth. Me. Moth.
So yeah, I'll go ahead.
And I mean, you do have telepathy, so you can speak silently.
Actually, yeah, it might be a better idea for you to telepathic talk with it.
Hello?
It stops.
Yeah, Emmy cocks her head like an owl, like a barn owl.
And looks around. Okay. Looks around for you here. Hello.
Just checking. Do you mean anyone in these woods harm?
I hadn't planned on it.
Excellent. Emmy falls out of the tree.
Kelfor jumps out of the tree with a knife in his hand, ready to plunge in his throat.
Emmy's like, sorry, Kelfor, I don't know how to do that. I laid it.
If you fall,
She like knocks the wind out of her because she went straight on her chest, whereas Kelfor landed on his feet.
I will help Emmy up. It's like, you could just climb. You could just climb down, honey.
Kelfor's not getting out of this hiding spot.
Emmy, you fall, and you land right near this figure.
Yeah, and through her
So-
head, she's like, "How you doing?" Just vault
Hey, Todd.
face.
Hey, Billy.
That
Yeah,
hurt.
face still in the dirt, like, what's up, dude?
And he kind of rushes over and as you look up to it, he's kind of kneeling over you, like checking over, like, oh, are you okay? Goodness. You see
I'm
that
supposed to land on my feet. My teacher's a cat. I was supposed to land on my fucking feet.
I'm imagining whenever fucking Emmy falls down, it's like, alright, Kelfor, they caught us. They caught both of us, and I'm just sitting over here hiding by myself. I'm like, shut up. I'm still here.
Shut up.
My teacher, he's a cat. He's really good at sneaking. You can't even see him right now. He's so good. He's so good.
I don't even know where he's at.
This black mass over this cloak, and you see two large red eyes looking at you. And you can see, as it's kind of checking to make sure you're okay, you can see very long, furry hands. And
Is his hand near Emmy's hands?
yeah, I mean, he's
Could
like-
Emmy take his hand in both of hers and put it to her face to feel the comparable? Is his hand how her face feels?
it is a lot furrier. So, like, with Emmy, she has kind of like a velvety feel.
Yeah, she does. She has crushed velvet.
Yeah. Whereas he has, like, proper fur, like an actual moth would. But it is a similar sort of consistency. You can tell that he, at least somewhat, is a moth person. A Tenea.
Thank you for pronouncing it correctly.
How do you spell it correctly?
Tinea, I believe.
Sweet.
Yeah, the longer version is like what you would use to describe a butterfly person. It's like a huge word. I can't.
Yeah, the common tongue for a butterfly person is just papillon.
Yeah. But Emmy will because her eyes are black with white pupils.
Mm-hmm.
So her eyes are frigging huge. Her eyes almost look entirely white. And the only thing that she can muster at seeing someone that looks like her, whereas Lucian looks nothing like her.
The
other
words
than the
that
fact that-
almost came out of your mouth was Lucifer. I can feel it.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Agent Dr. Freud.
Yeah, I know. But she just musters out verbally,
You're beautiful. You are so beautiful. And she's just holding his hand to her face.
At the
He's like looking around.
at this point, no,
He's
at this point, I light up my ring of light. I say, Emmy,
Did you catch my kid?
Emmy, you're not
My
supposed
kid
to
fell
jump
out of
out of the tree like that. You're still working on that. Apologies, stranger. This is
She's fine. She's always like this. She's not concussed.
She's gone through worse.
He stands up and walks toward you. Emmy's still holding on to him.
Yeah, it's fine. I just accept it for par for the course.
Emmy's still got his hand to her cheek, but she's walking.
He says, "Oh, think nothing of the kind, stranger." And he walks up to you and like spends a little too long looking, like staring straight into the light thing on your skull.
Yeah.
I'm actually not too surprised. I kind of figured. Like
Emmy likes shiny stuff.
But yeah, as he walks into the light, you get a full look at him.
Dad? Dad?
That boy.
My dad?
Oh, I know where you
Okay.
pulled this from too.
Yeah.
I know exactly where you pulled this from.
Hey, I remember him.
I loved every segment that he was in. I replayed so many times just to get the dialogue.
Yeah, boy.
For those at home, I sent the picture of him, and it is the Mothman from Monster Camp. I'm terribly sorry if I bothered all of you. I just happened to see a campfire in the distance, and I have been traveling alone for some time. I was hoping for a bit of company tonight.
I see no reason why you wouldn't be able to. We won't be here but for just tonight, so... Oh, sorry, my name is Ivanov, and that is Emmy.
Lovely to meet you. And he sort of takes his hand off of your face and like shakes Emmy's hand.
Emmy is really working on it, and she's like, "I'm sorry," and she steps beside Ivanov and like does a polite nod after she shakes.
So it's quite all right.
I've just never seen anybody that looks like me. I've never seen anybody that looks like me.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Anybody nice?
I haven't met anybody...
Well, no, Lucian more so looks like I said, he's
A
so
desert moth.
colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
so
a
colorful.
atlas moth.
Yeah, he doesn't have gray hues. He has colored eyes. He has pigment. To Emmy, Lucian looks real. Is what those are the words that she says to herself. Is he looks real? But Emmy never felt. Emmy doesn't feel that way. She feels like a sketch because she's monotone.
Doodle Bob.
Shut the fuck up.
Doodle have an ass.
What was your name, stranger?
Oh, well, I'm afraid I don't have one. Is that strange? Should I have one?
Yeah, that's pretty strange. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
You're kind of a freak, homie.
no, it's not strange.
Technically, no.
Names are a concept of the people around you when you were brought into the world. It's not
Sure.
strange.
I've heard tales
Maybe
of...
you just didn't have anybody at that time. I almost didn't have a name, but they had to give me one soon.
By this point, I would just come down from the tree because Element's price is gone. It's over. We're doing friendship now.
Yeah, that's the cat I was talking about. That's that cat that's really good hiding.
Hi, nice to meet you. I will say most people do have names, but I mean, even if it is strange, that's fine. Nothing's wrong with being strange.
Well, I'm glad you think so. I... I've never thought about names before. Well, we can discuss it over the fire.
Huh? Where are you coming from, if you don't mind us asking?
Well, I've been all over. I've been to, you know,
Mm-hmm, I know.
the place, they had trees with lovely colors on them.
Sierra?
Oh, Sarah?
Yes, that...
The big golden and orange trees.
Yes,
Yes.
beautiful.
I'm immediately gonna go ahead and do an insight check on this
Yeah.
fucking guy. Because coming from Sierra after the shit we had to deal with there,
Emmy does not make that connection. Emmy is like, oh god, I did love the colors there.
would it be okay if we did an insight check?
Yeah, totally.
I only rolled an 11, so.
16.
Actually, I'm gonna, give a quick glance to Kelfor, and I am going to Silvery Barbs myself subtly.
Okay.
So, roll with advantage.
16.
Damn. Alright, I tried.
It's
Is there
fine,
anything
that's
I
good.
could do? Is there anything I could do to help you guys?
You would have to roll insight.
Do you
Can-
have guidance?
Can
There is...
Can you guys gesture to Emmy, like squint, like, because obviously she just genuinely would not make the connection that this person could have ill intent.
I would message you, and just say,
Be like, what do you think about that?
we need to be a little bit careful. We did just come from a very dangerous place, being Sierra.
Insight.
You could also use guidance to help Kelfor if you wanted, instead of...
No,
I
just
got
help.
a 17. I got a 17 plus 7.
Let's go. 24.
24.
However,
Dang, holy shit.
Emmy, upon being told to think more, she would cock her head again like a barn owl and then just stare and do the insight. And then she would message back whatever it is that she knows.
Or whatever you would feel.
So,
Unfortunately, Emmy is not good at not being noticed.
Forgo your roll. Kelfor, looking at him, he is basically his
He
face
has no
is basically
expression.
just big ol' eyes, and so it's hard to get a read on him. But Emmy, being of at least mostly the same race, understands the smaller non-verbal aspects.
His eyebrows, the way that his cheeks go in and out, his antennas.
Yeah, his antennas, the way his wings sort of flutter, and general body language, and you can see, at the very least, he did not hide any information from you. You know, it's not enough to be like, oh, this guy's a mage, but
Kill him.
that,
Okay.
but he could be, but he wasn't hiding the fact that he had come from Sierra. And so maybe it's just he doesn't know who you are, so he doesn't think he needs to hide the information, but at least in this moment he is being fully truthful.
Like I said, Emmy isn't good about her face being able to be read that she's, performing an insight. So whether or not the big moth would notice that she cocked her head again and like scanned, like the Terminator did the phone book in the Terminator movie, and she would cock her head right back to Ivanov and say, "Over message, inconclusive," and then cock her head back.
Oh. Oh, well, what makes you come from Sierra?
Well, I was going about my business, and I just kind of ended up there. I'm not quite sure what happened. Where am I?
Oh, it's gonna be one of these. We should probably go by the fire. So we can get you some food. at least.
I do message to Kelfor. You could have walked into that fog before we took the castle down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
We'll bring it up at the fire.
We'll talk, but hey, no worries. Just if you want, you can join us by the fire. We are about to go ahead and get some food. If you want to join.
Oh, well, lovely. Thank you. And you all return to the fire, and Drac, Ares, and Nevius see this and are like... and Drac is like kind of reaching for his maul a bit. Like,
I messaged to Drac. Don't worry about it. I think he's a little lost.
And yeah, you all sit down by the fire, and so what are you all doing out here? It's well, lovely time for travel. It's nice warm weather, but going see friends.
Sort of, actually, yeah. We're
Lovely.
Yeah, we're going to meet some friends in a certain place. But you said that you don't remember why you were there at
Well,
Sierra?
I don't think I've lost anything. I don't think. Of course, how would you know? But it seemed like I was just strolling around at my home, and then suddenly I was in this lovely place.
So you have a home?
Well, broadly speaking, but I'm sorry, my question earlier may have been a bit off. What plane of existence are we currently on?
Oh,
Oh,
he's a
You're-
nomad.
Hold on. Are you from a certain court?
Did someone send you?
No.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-mm.
You're a nomad.
I'm something of a traveler. I make my way around the Feywild, telling
Feywild is
stories and making friends along the way. The courts don't like me.
why is that?
No
That's-
particular reason.
I don't mean to offend or be rude, but I quite frankly don't believe that.
Well,
Emmy doesn't
I
believe
understand.
that, but she also doesn't.
The Fae they're picky about a lot of things. Let's say that.
Emmy doesn't believe it, but she also just does not care, being of a Fae descendant and knowing the Fae. She's like, girl, same.
as the Fae, especially the Sealy Court, are a very superstitious people, and I'm what's the word? A soothsayer, if you will. So I had a vision that the leader of the Sealy Court would die soon, and I was worried, so I forwarded it to them. And suddenly, I'm being cast as an omen of death and destruction. So we're not-
He really is fucking Mothman. God damn it.
Emmy,
One
no.
bridge falls down, and suddenly
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy.
Yeah. Emmy, having been an urban legend in her town, the ghost child that you can see, like, in an old, dilapidated temple, she's like, oh, me too. Me too.
Okay. Well,
So
Yes, I may have wandered between planes. Again, where are we?
we are in the material plane. We are between. I don't know if you know where, but we're close to where Lyra is.
Don't know it, but
Yeah.
I love the material plane. That's why I feel so light and airy. It's like gravity is less. It's lovely. But I won't take a trip from home. I won't deny a trip from home, given the tensions that have sprung up. But it's not my fault. I just had a
well,
dream.
it's an unfortunate reality of fortune tellers that not kindly, or oracles not kindly looked upon when you immediately give information of that, no matter how kind intentioned it was.
And in hindsight, I probably should have thought of that, but the king was in danger.
Have a moral compass to uphold.
Well, I suppose. Drac speaks up and he says, when did you, get here? Like, cross between... Oh, well... And he looks up at the moon. It was months here, correct? Months.
Yes.
3 months ago, roughly.
Okay.
And everyone make a history check.
I think I know exactly what this is. If I guess it correctly, do I need to roll? Was the exact same time that the evoker was summoned back?
Yeah.
Yep.
I did roll a nat 20, by the way.
Actually, Oz was summoned, resurrected about 8 months ago, roughly.
Okay. But the
But your
merge.
battle with him talk happened about 3 months ago.
Gotcha.
You said history?
Yeah.
17.
And yeah,
yeah,
Jack got a
you
nat
would
20. I
remember.
don't wanna throw that away.
And of course, Kelfor, you remember the fighting with Oz, where the veil was weak and he was summoning from across the veil during the battle, as was
The Mist Dragon.
No, the other evoker we had in our party.
the other evoker.
Oh yeah.
Rosella, that's her name. Yeah. And so that may have left the veil a bit torn for a time. Nothing permanent, but
Oh, thank God.
a temporary
Well.
rift. And so you can imagine he may have just been out for a walk or something and walked through the rift without even noticing. Since you can feel it, but it is not a visible thing. You know, it's not like a portal or anything. It's just kind of a space between spaces.
Do you mind me asking, how long have you felt like you were in this plane?
Like I said, a few months, I believe.
Like 3
seen-
months?
Yes, I've seen the full moon. This will be my third time.
with everything happening with the Feywild, do you want to go back to the Feywild?
Well, of course I miss my home, but maybe we can wait till the tensions die down a bit.
That's fair. That's fair. That is completely fair.
Yes.
And you really don't have anywhere to go, do you?
Not particularly, but I didn't have in the Feywild either. I was, as my little friend here said, I was a nomad at the time, a traveling bard.
I'll lean over to Ivanov and everyone and be like, should we just send this guy back to, like, Jairus?
No.
I do feel bad because this is the first person Emmy has met that is so pretty directly of her kind that wasn't trying to kill her.
No, I think it's fine if he sticks around the States, but we're about to go fight. So
I don't think we should send him back now, but I do think we should inform Jairus. I think if anything, this might be a bad sign down the future that there might be some unwanted Fey creatures that have made their way through.
Fair.
You're having this through message.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I personally think it's fine if he stays, but for now, when we start fighting, I don't want to sound like a piece of shit, but I really don't want to look around dead weight. Just in case.
No, I do agree. If anything, we could send him back to the caravan. Just have him stay put. Or to the next town we go to. We find some arrangements for him to take shelter.
Emmy will not let this man die.
So that's why we're trying to prevent him into going into battle with us.
I am strong. I am strong for him.
And you do a very good job at that, but I'd rather we not have to unnecessarily drag a man into combat.
No, I don't want that either.
I don't think Jairus would look highly on that either.
He's too good for it. And Emmy's eyes water up. She's like,
I will stop out the conversation and talk to Moth Guy.
Just call him Mothman.
let's call it. We can workshop some names. I'm thinking Moon.
Poon.
But like
Moon.
I know. I said Poon as a funny little jab.
Uh-huh.
How dare you call him Poon?
Goodbye.
That's my dad.
Just want to let you know, it seems that you're, from the Feywild and everything, so you're not going to have too much. We're going to probably be going into a big battle here soon, or close to. Yeah, we don't want to put you through that. But you seem like a very swell person, and someone who, well, it's that winning eyes of yours. As it's just a frog blink. We do want to make sure, as you stay here, that you'll be fine. So we do have a caravan we can possibly send you back to whenever we're gonna meet our other group. Or do you possibly have any other? Have you been to the Material Plane before?
A few times, yes.
Do you possibly know anyone here that you might want to be with, or see?
Well, what year is it currently?
That's not a good sign.
What year is it currently?
It is 1086.
1086. AD or BC?
BC or AD? The hell are those?
Let's see. When was the last time I was here? I believe
Could it have been
The-
12 years ago?
I believe the throne of Lind, correct, was being held by King Innocent, I believe. Make a history check, Ivanov, I would say.
18.
18. There were a couple of King Innocents throughout, first, second, third, and all. The last one was about 600 years ago.
So
Yeah,
when you say,
when he says King Innocent, I'm like, okay.
is that far back? I don't even know who the current king is.
Do you only
The
know
current king is King Uriel Lind. He would know that.
Uriel? God damn it, I forgot about that. I asked him, do you remember there only being one King Innocent?
Oh, let's see.
Oh, boy!
Yes.
No, I believe his grandfather was also an innocent.
The
Every
last,
time you say
referring
innocent,
to
I think-
Innocent the Second, which was about 650 years ago.
So the last one under the moniker King Innocent was 600 years ago?
I see. What is the lifespan for a gnome?
What is the lifespan for a gnome in this world? Because usually they're pretty fucking long.
About 150-ish years.
Yeah. Yeah.
150 years.
Ah, so I just missed him then. That's a shame. Well,
Was the King Innocent
No.
a gnome?
no.
Okay. That would be fucking rad.
No, all of the
They're human.
the family of Linda are human.
So he's describing the last time he was on the material plane, correct?
Yes.
You could see Emmy's antennas just slowly lower and lower until they're just like dangling in front of her eyes. And she's like, damn it.
Don't worry,
What's wrong?
kid.
Fuck a bag. I was hoping maybe you were here like maybe 13 years ago.
Oh, what was
Uh,
that?
around the area of
Oh, what's that?
Shinwoo. Perhaps near a temple.
I've heard that name. What was going on in Shinwoo back then? Move on.
I mean, it's in the past, so there's no reason to focus on it.
I just.
Emmy does. Emmy does the kid thing where she like wipes her eyes long across her arm and is like, "Damn it, damn it, fuck!" Exactly. That's all Emmy's head sounds like right now.
Are you alright?
I was just hoping maybe. I'm sorry. I was just kind of hoping that maybe you could have maybe kind of been like related to me some way.
Huh. Well,
I'm just bummed. I'm just really bummed.
well, I believe we are related in some distant way. If I'm not mistaken, the Tenea of this world originally hailed from people like me.
I did. You're right.
So,
My granddad.
quite distance, perhaps.
Are you my granddad? California, that's so fucking. Are you
I,
Papa?
I believe my father referred to his father in the way I should address him as Biop. Or Booba.
Yeah. Grandpoop. What?
Booba.
Yeah, I have I have a close friend who is non-binary, and they're their siblings are like getting used to it, so to help ease the transition, I was like, guys, don't even call me she, her. Just call me Guga. So that's my
I was referring
Guga.
I was referring to Gods and Monsters when you called Chaos Booba.
Yeah, Booba.
Yeah, Booba.
Yeah, Booba, and I'm
Booba.
Guga. And then there's there's legitimately a woman that comes into the pantry, and I don't know who the fuck picked her name, but her name is like her like, because you know it's like Meemaw, but it's not. Her name is like her name is like PP. It's like Nana PP, and it, yeah. Emmy was hoping that was who he was. Or more specifically, she was hoping that he was her dad.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this would be the equivalent of like Ivanov meeting a dragon.
Fair.
Oh!
And
So basically, this is not your dad.
A distant relative. Technically different species, but...
Emmy yells as
Convenience.
loud as she can in her own brain. I hate it here! I hate it!
I'm gonna cut off the brain communication.
But he says, well, I do appreciate your kindness of guiding me around, but I do enjoy a good walk, not quite knowing where you're going. Are there any places I shouldn't go?
Yes.
Sarah.
Well, been there, so don't need to go back.
Let's see. Well, we're gonna probably... I would recommend not to go to the other places we're gonna end up.
Who?
Arteria and Shinmu.
Okay.
I mean, you could go there, but when we get there, I would probably,
I would either lie low or consider leaving fast, because we're currently investigating some rituals that are not great.
No one likes rituals.
No.
No. Actually, funny enough, the rituals we're looking into are one of the reasons that you ended up here.
Oh.
Yes. The last one we took care of ended up not damaging, just kind of merging the Fae and the material plane for a very short stint.
That would explain it.
Do you know a Feywild person named Oz?
Oh, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Yes, they unfortunately brought him back here without his permission, and used.
He did disappear for a time. I haven't seen him in a while. Is he here?
In the material plane, no. We.
Good. He loves it there. Well, I'll see him when I get back there. Shame we just missed each other, though.
True.
You only missed him by 3 months, so it's not as bad as 650 years.
That is true. But what is time?
But no, yeah, currently we're going through a lot of very important stuff, which we don't want to throw you in that if you're also going through your own stuff.
Well, I appreciate it. It sounds like... Are you all warriors? Adventurers?
A bit of a column A, bit of column B.
Oh.
We're we are with a guild called the Slayers Guild.
Don't know them, but it sounds mighty.
Have you ever heard of Crimson Mayhem?
No.
Well,
Have
you
you
just
ever-
did. That's our group name.
Better question. Have
I
you
will
heard...
remember it.
Better question. Have you heard of a man named Jarrus Aldridge?
question.
I messaged. Damn. Usually that's like the one everyone says yes to.
Have you ever heard of?
Jairus doesn't have many dealings in the Feywild.
Fair.
I might be grasping at straws. So if you haven't heard of this name before, don't worry. Have you heard of a guy named Aranor?
Yes, he was the first king of something.
First king of Lind.
That was it.
He's still kicking around, and he's trying to, do stuff.
Boy, I thought I was old.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a whole...
He must be a bag of dust by now.
We kicked his ass, and he kicked our ass back as hard as we did. So nah, he's moving.
He's immortal for sure.
Well, I'm glad he's doing well for himself, right?
Nope.
No, not a good guy. Okay.
Unfortunately, no.
Understand his plight, but not a good guy.
Get where he's coming from. Doing it in a very terrible way.
Well, it sounds like you've got quite a lot on your plate. If you would like, I could do a bit of foresight with all of you, if you're curious.
No, fuck. The last time we had someone do that, they betrayed us.
I will say.
You're not gonna betray us, are you?
You're not gonna stab us in the back, are you?
I hadn't been.
I don't think he has the. I don't think he has the battle moxie for it. Like you said, he's not a fighter.
We literally thought that of the last person as well, and then
we did.
No, I hated that guy. I said.
What does it? I mean, what does it matter at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down with some foresight. Find out what we're in for. I hope it's nothing big.
To be fair, any knowledge we can get about what's coming ahead probably would be beneficial in any capacity.
I agree.
If it made one of the kings of the Sealy court upset, maybe it's worth something.
Also, he's probably dead by now, right? The king?
I haven't heard about it.
Mostly, Archfey are usually immortal.
Well,
That's
at least...
why I brought it up.
I was like, wait a minute, that's not right.
But
Curious.
if you're all curious,
I know, I'm down.
well, who would like to go first?
Why not? I'll go first.
Lovely.
I'll be right back.
Can you grab me a water check? Please. Thank you.
He goes over to you and sets your hand in between his. Let's see. Interesting. Well, it seems in your near future you'll find something you've been looking for a long time.
Something or someone?
Hard to say.
Okay.
It often depends on how you view this. But I feel I'll come back to that.
Didn't like that.
I need more information.
Okay.
He'll look over to you, Emmy. Would you like?
I want to go last, please.
Okay.
Emmy says to Ivanov in her head,
It's so I can just have a couple extra minutes.
I understand. Good.
And he'll go over to Drac. So, Drac's like, I'd rather figure out my future for myself, thanks. It's understandable. And he'll go to Ares. Why not? And read Ares. Yes. You'll also find something you're looking for. But something you're looking to escape will also find you. Yes. Don't like that. He's like,
I don't like that either.
yep, sorry. Yeah.
Real way with words, this one.
And then he'll go to Nevia. And you're worried about something. Someone. Fear of reunion. That I feel it will end well. But there's a serpent chasing you.
Hate those strings.
And it will not stop until it swallows you whole.
Ooh.
So, watch your back.
Ooh.
Um,
Spooky.
I assume Jack is in the bathroom.
I think so.
Okay, I'm going to refind who's there.
Oh. Excuse me. So sidetrack conversation real quick. Witcher 4 got announced.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Ciri's the main character.
Ooh.
What did?
Witcher 4,
Ooh.
and I think Borderlands 4 as well.
I don't know nothing about Borderlands.
Matt does.
Matt, you can go ahead and do Emmy's.
Okay.
We'll just say canonically Emmy did hers last because she wanted to be in Mothman's presence the longest.
He'll go over to you and just say, you're seeking something, connections of some kind. It seems those connections will be made, but many will end in tragedy. There's Two of you? Another version of yourself?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, that journey with the other of yourself will be long and treacherous, but it seems hope is not lost with them.
I think I can break through there. I think I can. I think I can wiggle my way in there, in his heart. I got that.
But
Oh,
with many, well, it seems like you may have what many may consider the most painful of fates. That of the survivor. Just remember that it's not about connections lost, people lost. It's about the love you had for them and that they had for you. I hope that can provide some comfort someday.
Emmy, as politely as she can, would do a thank you nod. And she is going to go behind Ares and Nevia and just drop. Knees into chest and holding Hopper.
Which, being generous, of course, I mean, you would know that of everyone in this party, you have the longest lifespan by far.
No, that's the thing, Matt, is I don't think Emmy does know that. I truly
that's
don't
gonna suck
think,
when she gets older.
Yeah.
I don't think Emmy realizes that because of her being Fae, that is just inherently a thing. Like, she obviously knows that elves live longer, but to her, being a child, she has no inkling of lifespans. Like, also, she works as as what was essentially a child mortician. Death can come at any point.
Yeah, but I mean, this general
So,
lifespan
yeah,
for today is about
I don't think Emmy
400
truly
years.
does know that. I think it would take somebody
Of course,
explain
that is
that.
the generous approach of someday, you'll outlive everyone here, but there is the more short term.
I know
concept
we've
of that as
canonically
well.
we've yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's the mantle of a survivor is a rough one. And given the war that has been waged,
Really?
Don't let Emmy watch Freerin.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you'll fucking cry.
You rat bastards! I've seen Fear and I read that whole shit.
Yeah, I said don't let Emmy.
Oh, okay, got it. Got it. Sorry about that.
But yeah, I mean, you guys are fighting a battle against essentially a demigod, and it's possible that by the end of this journey, and not by the end of your life, you will also be the survivor.
You gonna carry that weight?
A lot of times, the smallest backs will always carry the weight of the world.
What does that mean?
There he is.
Sorry.
It's okay. Emmy got told that she's gonna grow old and die and live way longer than any of us will.
That's fair.
In one,
Matt, would you care to like?
The other being that she's a lot
Would
of people
you-
she loves are going to die, and she's going to have to live with that.
What was Ivanov's reading?
Matt, would you care? Would you
Mhm.
care after to just send me like a Spark Notes?
Yeah.
Of what Mothman said. Thank you. I just couldn't type fast enough, and also
Very
role
good.
play what she would think.
Right. Ivanov really only got half of his reading immediately, but it was that,
Mine was the most vague.
yeah, soon he is going to find something that he has been looking for a long time.
And it was followed up by, and we'll get back to that. And he
Needs more
moved on!
information.
Yeah.
He needs more information. So
Cool.
he'll go over to you, Kelfor. Take your hand and he'll look at you and he says, "Do you two know each other?" And he points to Nevia.
Yeah. We've known each other for a while.
Spent a lot of time together then.
Yeah. I would say so.
Because I see the same world-eating serpent that I saw in hers within yours, your future as well.
Just the serpent, though?
It's
I do give Nevia this look where I just go,
Does Nevia look haunted?
yeah, Nevia's like
1,000-yard stare into the dirt.
there's a serpent in the grass, and it is lying in wait, but it will move. And like with your friend, once it strikes, it will not stop until you have been swallowed whole.
So you're telling me it's looking grim.
Well,
I look at Nevia to see if she got that.
she did.
You motherfucker.
There's a sword of Damocles hanging over your head, as if death itself is watching you. But the sword stays suspended.
So there's a chance.
Their death follows you. However that may be, I can't say, but there's a shade cast over you, and he'll let go of your hands. He says, and over all of you. And he'll kind of look to Ivanov. Because I had felt it with you, but I wanted to check with everyone just to see. There's something approaching. I can't find the words for it. I don't think I could describe it even if you gave me all night.
Something larger than the mountains itself?
Something larger than the world itself. A shadow cast across the planet. But those days in the shade are temporary. I see suffering on a global scale, but reconciliation as well. Separation and reunion. I wonder. But I've felt a sort of dread the entire time I've been on this world. And by some twist of fate, it seems that all of you are quite central to that dread. Caught in the eye of the hurricane, mayhaps.
So it's going to get better.
As far as I can see.
I can live with that.
And
No one said the job was gonna be easy, gang.
but also, you all do remember speaking with Aranor individually, where he told each of you at some point during your conversation that upon completion of the ritual, or as the ritual ramps up, there will be a period where the world is kind of rebelling against the ritual because it's pulling from the ley lines of the world. And there will be a rough period, but when the ritual is complete and the gods are dead, everything should even out as well. And the world should sort of fall back into place as it was. It's just, you have to weather the storm to get there. So you can take it as we can beat it, and things may get bad, but we'll get through it and win. Or it could mean that
everything resets.
Unfortunately, I can only see on something of a cosmic scale. As
It's a limitation of being able to tell the future. The future wants it to be vague.
indeed.
Had a lot of divination friends in school.
Yes. I don't envy them. Seeing the future is easy. Interpreting it is the hard part.
No kidding.
But I hope I was able to provide all of you with some either comfort or warning. But I'm sure it'll work out.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Can you only do people when you do these readings? Or can you do objects?
I could theoretically do objects. I think it would depend on the object.
I would like to pull out the Morning Blade.
Oh, interesting.
And,
So,
yeah, it's... Took everything we had to get it.
and you want me to see the future of this? Or
I guess, if possible. Just want to know if there's something else to it than what I'm thinking.
And what are you thinking?
Well, supposedly, has the ability to kill immortals. I thought after we had fell Aranor, it would have fully killed him, but apparently no dice.
So you want to know if it will work someday?
I guess so.
Well, let's see what it has to say. And he'll rest his hands along the flat of the blade. I can see this blade traveling across the world. I can see monsters, rulers, gods. Falling to this blade. But am I correct that the person I feel on this blade is the one you're speaking of?
Yeah.
They will need a different thing. a smile on their face. He'll remove his hands. I'm sorry I couldn't be more help, but...
It's okay. I had a feeling the blade alone wouldn't be enough. I just want to know what else it's going to take at this point.
Yeah, you can tell that there are immortal beings, there are ageless beings, and then there's Aranor.
Mm-hmm. He's different.
Yeah, they're, ageless being, you won't die a natural death. Immortal being, generally, you can't die. Sort of like Seraph of the White Ashes Company. But Aranor
Welcome.
eschews the concept of death. I don't remember who he was talking to, but he mentioned to one of you that he was made untouchable by the gods. And
Don't think that was me.
it may
I
have
think
been
that was
Drac.
Drac.
I
Actually.
think that might
Yeah, I
have been
think
the
that
man
was
who's
Shrek.
not here.
Yeah, it
But
had
he
to be
would have
because
told you
his.
what he talked about.
Yeah.
And so for Aranor, anything relating to a god or their domain does not affect him. So,
Okay.
by that metric, Assassus, being the sort of Grim Reaper, cannot touch him.
Yeah,
And
well, Emmy knew that.
with Byra, the concept of decomposition or aging also doesn't affect him. And with the Seer and the Observer, the concept of time doesn't really affect him. And so it's less that he will just heal when injured or live forever. It's more that he is almost separate from those concepts.
He's an outlier.
Exactly. So he's immortal by way of being an exception.
So my question is, if he kills all the gods and gets rid of those concepts, would he then become back to mortal? Or would everyone become immortal?
That's a good question.
I would suspect one of two things would happen. The entire world goes away, including him, or all life goes away, including him.
Or those concepts die with the gods. And like you said,
That there's a
everyone
third
is
option.
immortal and is
Everyone-
become like
The third option, there are no gods.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't know enough about the two dead gods to know what their domain was. So you can't make reference. You don't know what was lost when they died. So
I mean, even the gods don't know what was lost.
the gods may know what was lost. But there is someone who does know what was lost.
Yeah.
No,
Aranor.
because
Did we really
gods
never
vanish.
Did we
when
really?
they die.
Did we really never ask him what gods died, or was he not?
I think
able
we
to-
did, but he didn't tell us.
I
He
think
didn't
was
tell us, or he
gonna
couldn't
take
tell
them.
us.
He didn't.
He didn't.
Gotcha.
Because, like like death, this rule instated by the gods to basically erase the existence of a dead deity would not affect him.
That's fair. Yeah. I'm gonna have to beat it the fuck out of him.
Or just ask nicely.
I think we tried last time.
Maybe it just wasn't important at the time.
We'll get him when he's
I
on the
already
toilet
did.
now.
All right, we'll get it next time.
But yeah, so you think a blade forged by a god, like the Morning Blade is,
Won't kill him.
yeah, like even basically like the shot from Pulp Fiction,
Yeah.
you know? Like that's basically what that sword was when it punctured him, to where it shakes it enough to where he's kind of put into the stasis, but it can't kill him.
Mhm.
And even then, he pulled the sword out of himself when you first started fighting. And prior to that, he was still moving around, talking, casting spells. So,
How can he cast spells, though? If the god of magic, if he can't do that, where is he getting
Magic's-
his magic
There's
from?
no
Magic's not a
magic.
god thing.
Maybe that was
magic,
what
magic is a natural thing.
magic's
There's
natural. Okay.
there's divine magic, there's natural magic, and there's world magic.
So
Yeah.
then, even
So-
if all the gods disappear, not all of life would disappear.
No.
Right. Like, theoretically, Emmy would lose her ability to cast spells.
Anyone who relies on god magic, they would theoretically lose it.
But she could be able to relearn it by shifting to arcane or natural magics, like druidic magics. Because
there-
those
Sorry, go ahead.
arcane comes from mortal life, like it exists within mortal beings, and sorcerers are just people who can pull that out of themselves outwardly, you know.
They're a good conduit for it.
Exactly. And natural magic comes from the ley lines of the world, which is just the way that the planet is sort of a living and breathing thing. Casters like druids or rangers can become attuned with that and pull some of that for their own uses. And then there's contractual magic with a higher being. So clerics, paladins, warlocks, where they get it from something else giving it to them. So Emmy can cast spells by Byra giving her the ability to cast magic. And so if Byra were to die, she would lose that magic. But she could feasibly learn it from herself or from nature again.
Well, I guess a question I would have then is, if Aranor can't be touched by any concept that a god is, it's God's domain,
Yeah.
is there any way for humans, or like not humans, but like mortals, to break out of a god's domain? Or is Aranor the only known instance of that?
As far as you are aware, he is the one exception.
Okay.
Like,
That's why Emmy refers to him as the faulty god, because he is an outlier. Emmy views him similarly as like a medicinal outlier. He is not affected by disease or famine or hardship, despite... And also that has really interesting lore implications, because he obviously went through all of those before, but because of that, it's like a double-ended sword, because the rat bastard is like, I had to deal with all of this, so I'm gonna make it happen again. Fuck you guys.
I mean, the
Yeah.
one thing that we know is when the world ends, we know what that looks like. We know, like, the process of that because we experienced it from his last run.
Theoretically, yeah. That
we
was
experienced an end.
Yeah, you experienced an end. That was because that end was specific to that world where, because someone ascended to godhood, all the other people in this pride-filled magical society were like, I can do that too, and then tried to become gods and failed, and through that failing, essentially tore the world apart. Because they completely threw caution to the wind and threw the entire world, like, equilibrium of magic in the world completely out. Like, it was completely severed. So, like, by the end, like, druids probably couldn't cast any magic. Clerics probably couldn't cast any magic. Like, you would still only have the arcane within yourself, and even that, depending on circumstances, could be sundered as well. So, yeah. And through those sundered rituals, that is what created those abominations that you saw. While seeing the sort of time lapse of the end of their world, where it's, okay, I'm going to try to ascend to godhood, but actually this ritual, because I am just a foolish mortal, turns me into a monster instead. Like, I just lose everything, become something else, you know? Or trying to commune with the gods and something else answers, or something like that. Like, it was just, everything was thrown off. So, that was the end of that world. It doesn't necessarily mean that that would be the end of your world as well, given that, I think it was mentioned, the gods essentially created the veil between the divine realm and the mortal realm so that no one can ascend again because of what happened there. So yeah, and that's why gods don't and are unable to interfere with mortal doings for the most part. Like, whenever you met Byra at Emmy's temple, and she, like, kind of stopped the kids from fighting and showed some divination and stuff, that's about the extent of what gods are able to do. You would need some kind of anchor connecting them, like a divine intervention from a cleric, for more than that. So.
Got it. Guys, it's not looking good. So that Mortal Blade's kind of worthless, other than to use on Lux.
True. His lackeys are probably gonna need. We're gonna need it for. The only other way I can think is pulling him to another plane.
I don't even think that would work.
Well,
We could.
yeah. Oh, questions for the future.
Well, Moth person that we met that we don't know have a name of, but it has been really sweet. We'll get to it.
Moon.
thank you for the horrifying visions and the sad things.
That's what I
Well, we're not gonna get upset at you because we know we're just doing a job.
Yeah, we're certainly not
I'm just the
royalty, so.
messenger.
Yeah. But I think it might be high time for us to go to bed.
Yeah. We got a lot of work to keep going through.
We also might need to contact our team here in a couple minutes. I'm not sure if it's been because it was 4 hours whenever we met him.
You're getting to the time. You probably spent about 2 hours talking with Mothman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just put Mothman.
As you can say while playing D&D.
Mothman gave everyone rad, and now everyone has to mill their pre-combat stage.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh.
Yeah. So, you contact Melifaro again, and they have eyes on the mage. It seems to be quietly resting or watching while they take shifts to keep an eye on it, trying to get some sleep as well. It's probably around midnight right now. Actually, Jojir, the monk in there. Huh?
That's her sleeping noise.
She.
That's Emmy
she's the one
trying
who
to stay
answered
awake, but her brain
the
isn't done growing.
Yeah, she's the one who actually answers your call rather than Malafaro, because she's the one keeping watch right now. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Kelfor's gonna have a panicked night, pretty much.
Cool.
Mine's more of a existential dread.
Also, Kelfor will check on Nevia to see how she's doing.
Yeah.
Emmy can go too, because Emmy also got her nuts kicked in on her fortune.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Talking with Nevia, she's like, I mean, I know we couldn't keep running forever, especially for her. But
Well, I mean, we can always talk to Jairus about the deal we made.
yeah. I wonder what's going on in his head. Because you spoke with him about our target, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yet, he's sending us to meet with him.
It is very weird. I think maybe he's trying to see if we're gonna stay, loyal. But
unfortunately, we already have that. With someone a lot scarier than Jairus. And he's scary.
no, he's. I mean, I feel like he could destroy all of us in like an instant. So, I think we are gonna have to encounter it eventually, and that's what's going to happen. But I think now that we know, we should be ready for it. Or
If we know it's coming, we can at least prepare a bit.
we'll just have to keep on swatting at every snake we see in the grass.
True.
But I always have your back. And if you ever feel like it's too much, let me know.
It's just a lot at once, really. It's
Yeah, we saw a Mothman today, like a.
yeah, but
Are they in a room? Are you guys in like a tent together?
Yeah. We'll be off to the side where no one could hear.
I gotcha.
'Cause
Eventually, could Emmy come up? Could Emmy come over and give her condolences to Nevia about also getting her nuts kicked on her fortune reading?
afforded to.
Yeah. Emmy
Hey,
only
guys.
apologized to Nevia, except to Kelfor. It's like, yeah, you deserve it.
No,
well.
that's not true. Emmy would walk over and be like, "So, guys, did anybody else's shit get rocked?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Say in unison.
Yeah, me too, me too. Me too.
Well.
And she puts her head on Kelfor's leg. Yeah, me too. She holds Nevia's hand and, like, squeezes it as hard as she can.
You know, Benevia's like, I mean,
So
with this whole thing with the scarves, and then he said to me there I would have a reunion soon that ended well. Part of me thought that maybe with Grim, I hope it ends well, but we're going to Ciala, and where my parents live. I haven't seen them since I got on the ship in the Lucent Sea when I was 14. I'm almost 33.
19 years goes by like that.
But you look great. Yes, you look wonderful.
Listen,
God, the ocean ages you guys like fine wine.
It's
Just
the sea breeze.
it really is. Yeah, you would see people who are very like wrinkled and like have scurvy and stuff, but that's not.
pores. Your
I mean-
pores are beautiful.
It's the salt wash.
I wash my face with salt every day.
I take my face and I take a barrel of salt that we use for aging jerky, and I stick my face in it, eyes open.
It hurts for a bit.
But you got to do what you got to do.
If you want to look this good,
Looking this good takes some sacrifices. I can't see anymore. I am blind.
I have turned my eyeballs into Chex Mix.
But I feel like the reunions will have, wanted or not. At least we have a group to go with it and possibly handle it better.
That's true. Well, I guess I'm not the only one, at least. I don't know if I'll be seeing his parents again, right? He's going back home too.
Yeah, Ivanov's gonna be seeing his parents, which I don't know if is a good thing.
Well, I don't know if meeting my parents is a good thing either.
I'm pretty sure my parents are still cool.
Is there anything like your cousin?
Actually,
Still,
They're nothing like my cousin, in fact.
my mom's kind of a hard ass, but my dad is pretty chill. But they both raised me as best they could.
Emmy will remember, like, the butterfly shit. Emmy will remember that Kelfor thinks his mother is a hard ass.
There's a reason.
Yeah, that's so funny.
But we should probably get some sleep. We're gonna be probably walking around these mountains for a while trying to find a stupid mage who just keeps on running.
That's true.
And it's
Yeah.
gonna be so stupid. Oh my fucking god. We're gonna be doing this forever.
Hopefully not. Hopefully.
But I will pat Emmy on the head and then give Nevia a hug. And then I will go pass out somewhere.
Yeah, no, I imagine he's like, alright, good night, darling. Good night, larger darling. Face plants on the ground.
Like a cat.
Yep.
Emmy's last words to Nevia would, but before also falling asleep, face down, next to Kelford. I like that Emmy does the, and Kelford does the, and then Kelford does the.
We're back and forth. It's like
But,
an endless cycle.
Yeah, exactly. Like Muppets. But can you hear me, Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Emmy would just like to comfort Nivea in the sense that mine was bad too, and I'm led to believe I'm supposed to live a very long time and see a lot of things happen to the people I care about. So at least you'll always know I'll care the longest.
That does help. But the fates
Sorry.
that he said, they seem to go in either direction, so we just have to win. Yeah, you'll outlive us.
I hope so.
You're like half my age. Of course you're going to outlive me.
Less than half. You actually
Less than half.
almost yeah, less than half.
You're 20 years younger than me. Of course you're going to outlive me. So,
Your skin's beautiful. Oh, all my party mates are so handsome. Oh my goodness.
she'll ruffle your hair and be like, yours is nice looking. But we just win and then we grow old and die. That's all. We just gotta jump through a lot of hoops.
I'm not really scared of dying, Nevia. Growing up with Byra, I was so excited because that's her. Death is her. And I love her. But when you grow up with only one thing to love, it's a lot easier than now I'm with you guys.
That's true.
It's kind of hard.
But those connections are what it means to be alive.
That's what the Mothman said.
Exactly. He seems smart. A little weird, but smart.
He's one of my favorite people we've ever met. It's one of my favorite.
I think the solution.
I was hoping he was my dad.
I think the solution to your problem of you only had two people who loved you at the time, Hopper and Spyra, but now you have 5 more people here. And all the people back at the Slayers Guild. And that's worrying, because it's still a small group of people that you care about. But so I think the solution to your problem is to make even more friends. Then you'll have friends everywhere.
Oh, I suck at that, but I'm gonna try, okay?
Good. That's all you can do.
The moment you stop trying is the moment you stop
Yeah.
living.
Exactly. So, you'll be fine. And we're going to be going a lot of different places on this trip, so reach out to people, especially if you see someone else your age. You got along well with Captain Malice's daughter.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Even in the some months that I've known you, I've already seen you come out of your shell way more than you used to. Pretty soon, a little moth, which will tap you on the nose, will become a big old social butterfly.
Yeah.
And she'll give you a hug. All right, bedtime now. Tired people don't make friends.
That's
And
very
he goes,
true.
but I'm not tired.
Tired people don't make friends, but I'm not tired.
Or now.
Yeah, literally. Kelfor has that thing where
Got like the Vulcan death grip.
Just the.
Oh, she cut out.
Oh no, Piper, no!
It worked wonders.
It was real EP time.
You there, Piper?
Piper?
Hello.
Okay,
Is
there
it- Did you just get disconnected randomly?
Yeah, my whole Discord crashed on my end.
Yeah, that happens.
It
sometimes.
shut, but I could hear you guys for 10 seconds. Sorry, that was obnoxious.
Oh,
What
you're
I was
good.
saying is Kelfor and Emmy have the same kind of sleep apnea, but if one of them stops breathing, the other one shoots awake and is like, ah, ah, and claps.
We constantly do this maneuver where and then just back and forth,
yeah.
just hitting the chest.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Every now and then they both do Matt's dad's snoring where it's like, oh.
Oh.
It's what it's like. It's so gravelly towards the end.
Dude, that meme snore actually sounds like my dad's snore.
I've heard it. I remember the first time I heard, and I asked Matt if everything was gonna be okay, and he's like, "Ah, it's fine."
That's what it does.
What, that? He's fine. He's from Louisiana. That's what they sound like there.
Yeah. So, is anyone staying up to keep watch, or just all crashing?
I'm crashing.
I think we'll probably all crash because we'll probably wrap up soon.
Yeah.
But I want to do one last thing.
Yep.
I would like to try getting out Mezi Tevo's pocket watch.
Oh, yeah.
And the Eye of the Past.
Interesting. Okay.
And I just kind of want to hold it to it, just kind of like if I was using a magnifying glass. See if it had any reaction to it, or if it really only shows the person holding it.
Right. So, you take it out, and as you kind of touch the eye of the observer to the pocket watch, you can see it's smoky, but you can kind of see it, and it sort of has that sort of vertigo zoom a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And oops. And as you hold it, you close your eyes, and you can see a young man, dark skin, hair braided, pulled back into a knot, and he's wearing a gown, and you see him overjoyed as what looks to be one of his professors shake his hand and then hand him a pocket watch. And he shakes it back, and then you see, fading to darkness, you see just times throughout hundreds of years where he's sitting bored in a large, massive hall with this tremendous circular desk where over 100 people are sat around as someone stands on a podium talking about something. And you see him just checking it to see how much longer he'll have to be there. You can see him out in the city that you saw, working, doing more hands-on jobs. You see notes scrawled, and you see something about a series of murders, of political assassinations, and you see
Don't say it, Jack.
I didn't say anything.
You were thinking it awful loudly.
you see him tracking it, and at the end, arriving just a bit too late to a murder scene in someone's high-rise apartment. They're stabbed to death on the floor, and over them he sees a frail young woman, and he takes her in, questions his colleagues, learns the truth, and invites her into his home. And then, meeting other people from the Magisterium, this loudmouth man who sees gold in his eyes. He meets a dancer who's performing outside of the Magisterium one day. And then just on a night where he is having a drink with that loudmouth man, meeting that man's friends, brothers, who had traveled across the world to go to the capital with him, and one quietly sitting with them, but as they share stories, hanging on to the words of Mizutevo, and the other just having a good time with his friend and his new friend, and then the quiet young man asking if he can teach him magic, talking about his goals and wanting to save people, and then meeting his daughter, and you see this moment between the three of them where you kind of get another pull back, and you can see all the times as a young man when he was alone, when he didn't have a shoulder to cry on, didn't have someone to go hang out with, didn't, just sat alone with his books. And you see him bombing on some dates. And then it comes back to that moment with his student and his adopted daughter, and this tightness in his chest that you can almost feel yourself, where he gets a sense of release, like something that he's held on to and stressed about all of his life was finally dropped. And then you see him losing those friends that he made, until it was only the three of them again. And you see him quietly laying in a bed with the two of them sat with them. They're talking, but you can't hear what they're saying. But from the looks on the other two's faces, it looks like farewell. And then you're pulled back to yourself.
Gotcha. Upon seeing all that, Ivanov takes out the journal he took from Mezitevo as well, and just in the back writes, "I promise you'll see them again. I'll make it worth it." And then just goes to sleep very, very solemnly.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So you all go to sleep. And as you all wake up in the morning, you get your bearings, look around. You see that sometime throughout the night, Mothman left, continuing his travels, you can assume. But you hear a slight rustling on the edge of your campsite where Drac was keeping his bag, and over near the wagon as well. And you see exiting from the wagon and running off in a direction, carrying something. You see a couple little brightly colored creatures who seem to have robbed you.
Those sons of bitches!
We got
Go
robbed?
Go for it! Go for it, check your pockets!
Galfor, do you want me to do the thing?
Go for it, check your pockets!
Did we get robbed?
We got robbed.
Yeah, we got robbed! Go for it! Check your pockets!
Do the thing.
I cast haste on him!
I'm going to run down whatever stole from
Kilfor's
us.
like... Kilfor's like, I didn't even have anything in my pockets.
I want to see what's in theirs.
So you run them down very quickly, unsurprisingly.
They're like,
And,
wait.
You see 4-ish feet tall, roughly. They're several of them big and round. They brightly colored, so it's pretty easy to find them.
All I see is Mothman.
And
They're colored blue.
there's several different colors. You see one sec.
Have you sent the picture, Matt?
Not yet. I'm trying to find them.
Okay.
But yeah, you grab one of them. And it's this little thing. It's got a huge head. It's really furry. And as you pick it up and turn around, you see that it is a child wearing a costume.
Neil!
Did you steal from me?
That kid is gonna be fucking traumatized.
Did you
And
steal?
you see that there are 4 kids, each wearing different costumes to look like little monsters. And that is where we'll end tonight.
Hell for Neil!
Kill!
I'm just, as I'm holding the other hand, like choking, I'm just like, did you steal from me? Did you mean to steal from me?
God, find out how much of a monster Count 4 really is.
Listen, no one's stolen from me before, so I haven't shown how much of an asshole I can be.
True.
I love the holding the child. Did you steal from me?
Did you steal from me?
To a child, obviously holding your items.
Alright, Matt, send us out.
I want to know what they took from
Alright,
each of us.
Gamers, we'll be back next week. Here's hoping.
Uh,
You'll be able to join us.
Yeah.
Matt, can you disclose what they stole? Is it just like,
We'll find that out
We'll
next time.
find out next session.
oh, give me back?
Alrighty.
I look at
Well,
my
he's in
frog's
chat.
fucking gone.
Which one did I grab?
Thanks.
The third one.
Ooh,
The third one?
Grim Hulk kid. Yeah.
My teeth
Which
are
one's
is in the fucking mouth of the Grim Hulk kid.
Inside the mouth, grabbing him by the throat.
Did you steal from me?
I look at fucking Hopper's gone. They stole my fucking frog.
One of them's paralyzed and dead.
Yeah. And Emmy's over
We'll
him
see you
like,
guys
and
next
that's
week!
We'll see y'all next week.
Bye!
Bye.
Daddy.